What is up, everybody? It's Matt Schmidt here. Happy Friday. I am coming to you live from my new office. So we're going to be starting to roll out some new content for you here. And I wanted to start off right with something that's incredibly important to get from the very start of your store before you even launch it. I think a lot of these things need to be installed. And so what I want you to do is check these out, because these are the most up-to-date apps that we have for 2021. So we need apps for certain different reasons. And I want to cover four main reasons that we're going to have that, and they're kind of big reasons. So there's other layers underneath each one of these, but if we rolled all of it up, what does it get to? It gets to ads, right? We need a couple of apps to help our ads perform. Trust, conversion, and follow-up, right? So you can see we're kind of walking people through our funnel from the very top to post-purchase at the very bottom, right? And trying to get some additional purchases from our buyers, right? So let's start with ads. I think the main one that we need to go for is Trackify. I know the guys over there, they're great, and they have a couple of different things going on here, especially now where tracking is more important than ever. We want to have something that's going to perform not only from that first sale, but for many sales going forward into the future. So Facebook Pixel is obviously incredibly important. We're going to be able to install that through Trackify, right? We're also going to be able to do those the server-side tracking upgrade that they had very recently come out. That's been helping us track additional amounts of sales. If you do POD or any kind of viral type of product, it's very important that you guys take the initiative to get this on your store, because virality will kind of help your sale. If it makes any sense, it will help your sales get tracked less, right? So say that again. It will help your sales get tracked less. So a normal store, guy selling like the most average thing on the planet, doesn't go very viral, but very needed. He'll have like a 10%, 15% loss. I have my POD sites get up to 30 or more percent if I don't have this server-side tracking upgrade installed. So when I started doing that, we started tracking better. And that's obviously a good thing for multiple reasons, right? Also, you're going to be able to do your catalog creation. That's super important too, right? Because we run dynamic product ads, and you need that catalog in order to do that. And then one of the things that's incredibly overlooked, I think, is if you do the native Facebook Pixel, at least at the time of this video, if you do the native Facebook Pixel installation, you will not get shipping reported in your revenue. If you charge for shipping, which I think you should, say you charge $5 for shipping, your reported revenue will be $5 less per sale, and then it goes up from there. Well, when you're trying to figure out your break even and how your ads are performing, it doesn't make any sense, right, for you not to have that revenue reported, because you're probably including that costs on your product, right? So if it costs you $10 for a product, costs you $4 to ship it, you're taking that $14 and comparing it to what Facebook is giving you in reported revenue. But your reported revenue will have shipping missing, right? So Trackify makes it easy for that to be included. So let's move on to trust. One of the biggest things that's overlooked quite a bit is customer reviews. And I know what you're going to say is that, what if I'm brand new? I don't have any customer reviews, right? Well, Loox will allow you to have reviews coming in. They also did an upgrade where it allows you to have reviews that come in, so site-wide. If your one product doesn't have any reviews, you can show those reviews from your entire store all across your site. So every single page will show reviews, whether it's product specific or not. That's huge, right? Because then you just don't have blank pages, even if you're a very experienced store later on in your career, right? It's also going to add bonuses for you. It's going to add a bonus for you for upselling during the review process, right? So that's also a possibility. You can incentivize people to give you a review for like 20% off or something like that. So I was talking about how if you don't have any reviews, get some. Send some product out, family, friends, give it away in a group of similar people in your niche. Post in a group, say, I'll give you a free product, or I'll refund your order if you give me a review. That's a way to get it. And then you have it from the get-go. So conversion, I'm obviously a little biased to some of these. but we do pump our heart and soul into these apps, and they're based off of my experience running stores to 20 million plus in a year, and we want you to have the very best. So Scup Scarcity Timer is one of those best in class tools that we want to use. It's very applicable to certain situations. I use it for if I have deadlines, right? So if I have, print on demand, for instance, at the time of this video, St. Patrick's Day was coming up, or any holiday is, very important, right? If I have you can't guarantee orders past this date, you need to cut off orders, or make it clear that people need to place their orders now if they want it by X date, right? So that scarcity timer can be on there. That's real scarcity, right? Don't do fake scarcity. We want you to apply it in real fashion, right? If there's a discount site-wide and it expires at midnight, do it, right? Have a timer that expires at midnight. Have that code go away. Be real. Scup Bundle. We want you to build your average order value up. The difference between me and my competition, the reason that I win in most scenarios, and when it comes to that battle for Facebook ads, is my average order value is more likely way higher than yours. My top selling item on my store is $25. My average order value is in the mid 60s. I do that because of building my average order value with things like Bundle. It also provides my customers a good shopping experience, right? So the more that they spend, the happier they are, because they're spending money on things that they like. If you think that through, I'm giving them a good shopping experience. And then exit intent. You want to use something like Lotto Leads that captures people who are on the way out, right? Most of your traffic is probably from mobile. People are busy on their phones. People are walking around. They're doing stuff that they probably shouldn't be on their phone. If they leave, it might not just because they're not interested. Maybe they're not interested, but more than likely they're just busy. They came to your site for a reason. So on their way out, if you hit them with an exit intent, you can capture them there, get their interest back there, and say, I got to do something now for a discount. Conversion is very important. It goes beyond just your apps. I want to talk about a little bonus section here, which is your theme. A theme, if you do, and you spend money on a good one or a great one, like the ones I recommend, it's going to save you a lot of money on apps, and it's going to improve your conversions. So Avatar, if you're a POD, Providence, if you're doing drop shipping, these apps will save you a ton of money. Why? Well, for an example, Avatar has a search feature that is built into it that I spent over $1,000 a year on another theme to have. We built that into Avatar, so that alone is enough money, right? Speed. Talk to Amazon about speed. Every microsecond on Amazon that they slow down is millions of dollars. Ease of use, navigation, and more. So last thing we got here is our follow-up. Two important apps. Shopify has their own basic email system. I think it's free to install, and then the emails are incredibly cheap. We just blasted out an email to 1,500 people, and I think it cost me $4. That's pretty darn cheap. And I go, you can get a 1-2 sales from that, and it makes it worthwhile, right? Probably more. SMS bump. Use these in conjunction with each other to do welcome series messages and send weekly promos. Messaging, SMS messaging is where the future is, in my opinion. You have 90% plus open rates on text message, and you have 20% at best on your email. Maybe more for some people, maybe less. But it's hard to beat SMS. Nobody's beating SMS with email. So that in itself is a reason to push yourself towards SMS and follow all the rules and guidelines there that are according to that. So that's it, guys. Those are my top apps for you this year. Up to date. We're always looking for something that is new and fresh. And I will see you in the next video.